Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, we will be talking about a few different subjects today, including Miss Charnita from Charnita's World and Dr. Heavenly, and Shereé Whitfield from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some heartbreaking information that she shared today. And Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin, he really has a lot of nerve, and so much more. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. Now, I do ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You hear us content creators ask you all to kindly do that, because then YouTube will push this video out through its algorithm, meaning that it will recommend this video to more people who love discussing various topics, including surrounding the wonderful show Love and Marriage Huntsville and other reality TV shows. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you. And certainly everything that I'm saying today is alleged and my opinion. I don't have any sound bites that I'll be playing, but in case I do jump, I do have one piece that I will be sharing. So definitely the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary is allowed for criticism. All right, so let's jump right on into this first story. We are on Shereé Whitfield's Instagram page, and I want to go to this story where she talks about her mother. And I will summarize some of it. I'm going to skip around because it is a lengthy post. As you all know, Shereé Whitfield is a longtime star from the classic reality TV show, The Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo. And Shereé says, "Hey, Booze, I know I have not been as active on social media like I usually do. I have been dealing with a lot, and I wish I had better news to share at this time. But I just wanted to come on here to update y'all and bring awareness to a cause that is near and dear to my heart. Alzheimer's and dementia is a disease that has affected millions of people worldwide. As many of you know, Shereé's father passed away last March due to Alzheimer's. And now it saddens her that at the 1-year anniversary of her dad's passing, that this disease is now affecting her mother." And you see her mom there. This was actually a picture from the 70s party that Shereé threw for her mom. I want to say this was season 10 or season 11. I want to know it was season 10, because season 11 is when Bravo punished Kenya for not revealing that she had fallen in love and was getting married. And Kenya was at this 70s party, because I remember she did the splits, and Portia was saying, yeah, her new man must be throwing her legs back or something. So this was season 10, the 70s party. So now her mom has been diagnosed with dementia. And Shereé says that this has been one of the most difficult experiences that she has ever endured, especially going through this with close family members back to back and feeling helpless, like there is nothing that she can do but to try to make them as comfortable as possible. And so I feel really, really bad. She shouts out caregivers and people who have loved ones with dementia. My mom had early onset dementia when I was like not even 2 years out of college. She was, when I was 24, my parents were already in their 60s. My dad was in his late 60s, and mama was showing signs of dementia. And, you know, she had to go to a neurologist, and that's what she was diagnosed with. And, you know, 5 years later, when I was 29, she was gone. So it is very complicated, and it almost feels bizarre, because your loved one is there with you physically. They're physically fine for like 90% of that time. And then, you know, mentally they're just going, you know, and just leaving you. So it is very tough. So I feel very bad for Shereé, and certainly however you carry out your spirituality, if that is through prayer or gratitude, you know, definitely say a prayer for Shereé and express gratitude that she's had her mom this long, and her mom has been healthy for a considerable amount of time. All right, so let's move right on ahead to the next story here. I'm going to start sharing this screen. Okay. So let's double check here. Yep, you all see the Neighborhood Talk, which is one of my favorite news sources on Instagram. And we're going to talk about Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin. Now, as you can see from the headline, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, demands the past 2 years of back divorce payments from Wendy because he reportedly relies on the money for life expenses. Having been without this income for 23 months has affected me greatly. All right, so let's dig into this. So, ex-husband Kevin Hunter is actually saying he has filed a motion for a judge to get 2 years worth of back divorce payments from Wendy because she stopped paying them shortly before her guardianship started. He actually had the nerve to meet with her guardian, y'all. Let's jump right on in. So according to The Sun, Kevin asked the judge to grant him the 23 months back payments he's owed. He claims he and Wendy agreed that she would pay him a specific amount of money as part of their divorce settlement, but she stopped sending the money right before she was placed under her guardianship. Kevin claims this has put him in a financial bind and he needs the money to keep up with his life expenses. He actually had the nerve to say, as a grown man, I rely on the severance pay for my living expenses, and having been without this income for 23 months has affected me greatly. Through her guardianship, Kevin wants Wendy to immediately pay all severance payments, which may be due and owing at the time of this court's order. On top of this, Kevin is even trying to dip into Wendy's retirement money. He claims her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, told him he could have access to her financial record, but they've yet to make good on their promise. He states, on December the 8th, 2022, I attended a mediation with Wendy's counsel and Wendy's New York court-appointed guardian attorney, Sabrina Morrissey. In that mediation, Wendy's counsel and guardian agreed to provide statements to accounts and bank records they claimed to have gotten permission from the New York court to provide. In that mediation, though, a source close to the situation says the judge told Kevin there wasn't any money. Kevin doesn't believe it, though, and will continue to fight for his part of the money. All right, y'all. So a few things. Number one, so Kevin Hunter, he keeps going to the court saying that he's struggling financially. This is pathetic. He is an adult. He has an adult son, and he is relying on his ex-wife, whom he cheated on and produced a baby, to take care of him. Now, it was reported that when he went to the courts a year ago saying that he owed on his HOAs where he lived, it was reported then that the money stopped, the alimony payment stopped, because now he's calling it severance. That's another thing I'm sticking a pin in. I look at it as alimony because he was married to his client, Wendy Williams. It was reported that the money stopped going to Kevin each month once the Wendy Williams show was canceled, because Wendy Williams' attorneys, they wisely put in the divorce decree that if she ever lost her talk show, the Wendy Williams show, that his monthly payments would stop. And that's what has taken place. And I remember thinking, wow, that was smart of them to know that if she's not getting regular income, this ninja won't get any regular income. Now, he's been quoted, according to The Sun, he's calling it severance pay. Now, typically when we hear the term severance pay, we think of someone who's been laid off on their job, or perhaps one company has bought out another and then they get rid of some of those pre-existing employees or positions. So then they give them a severance package. But it's never expected for you to live off of a severance package forever, is it? I've never heard of that. You would only live off of money every month like a pension. But he was married to someone that he happened to be managing. And according to news reports, when she lost her talk show, his monthly payments, they were a wrap. And another thing that I want to point out, like we all have to think conservatively, always think about a backup plan. And in my opinion, you should not get used to income such as alimony or child support or severance pay, you should think about, like, this is temporary, this is going to run out. What will be my next source of income to replace it? And obviously, this Negro has not been thinking that way, because he has been relying on that money. And obviously, he has not been saving any of it, because he has nothing to fall back on. And in 23 months, you did not think to write a book about your experiences in the entertainment industry. You did not think to start a YouTube channel and give your commentary on whatever topics you feel passionate about. You know, he has not done anything. His baby mama mistress, Charita, she's supposed to be a vegan chef, you know, but I don't know how much income she's bringing in, and if she would even share that with him, because he hasn't exactly proven himself to be financially savvy. Now, another thing that disturbs me is that Kevin Hunter reportedly has met with Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. And according to him, he has been promised access to Wendy Williams' bank account statements. A brother loves to have information and access to a Black woman's bank account, okay? We know who that reminds us of. But I find that very disturbing. If Sabrina Morrissey is supposed to be Wendy's guardian, and she's making deals on the side with Wendy's ex-husband who cheated on her, but then you want to clock Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Jr., if he spends $100,000 with Uber Eats, give me a break. It seems like these guardianships, allegedly, and in my opinion, they're like the latest white collar scam. It's just a scam to scam celebrities that, you know, may struggle to think independently and take great care of themselves, unfortunately. But I am hoping that the judge, you know, denies Kevin's motion to get 23 months worth of back payments. I'm pretty sure that's definitely in the six figures at least. And the only person that I want to have total access to Wendy's money is Wendy herself. But let me know in the comments what you all think about that situation. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next story. There's been a lot going on today. All right, so you all see Bishop Lamar Whitehead on the screen. If you have been, you know, not living under a rock, then you know that he was facing fraud charges, federal charges, after a former church member's relative said that he took more than $90,000 of her savings, told her that he was investing it for her, was going to try and secure property for her, allegedly. And, you know, she never got her money back and never got any investments. Well, just yesterday, he was found guilty on all 5 counts. And he has been kind of just unhinged, just posting constantly. So we're going to talk about some of his posts. You know, he says, last night, join me at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be giving a statement about today's event, Bishop Lamar M. Whitehead. This was like a video montage of him that he also posted to his IG stories. And, you know, he captioned it, "My process, God still loves me." One person actually commented, "Sorry to hear about your conviction." Okay, and then there's more. He also posts, "God is still God. They can all laugh now and talk. After this, Jesus will still get the glory. Stay tuned for this new chapter called Truth and Vindication, Bishop Lamar Whitehead." And then he posts one of the local New York City newspapers where they called him the Bling Bishop. When we were first introduced to Bishop Lamar Whitehead, it was when there was a robbery at his church. And there were many jokes that were made, unfortunately, you know, the way that the church was decorated. We know that he became very angry at YouTuber Larry Reed and a female minister who were live on Instagram, kind of joking about the decorations at the church. He joined their live, cursed them out, body shamed the female minister. And this was like the summer of 2022, a little over a year and a half ago when we were first introduced to him. And he has always said that he was very close with New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Just last week, I made a video about 3 Black mayors here in the United States and their struggles, including Mayor Adams and his migrant crisis in New York City. Well, now Bishop Whitehead just today made a video explaining why he feels like he's been targeted by the FBI, and he links it to Eric Adams. So I'm going to play this video. Now, before I do, I'm going to mute my mic so that you all do not experience an echo. And again, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on this video is allowed for criticism. Here we go.
How you doing? How are you doing? I'm hoping everybody's doing good. Thank you for all of the support. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for all the prayers. Thank you. I want to thank everybody that have been um just praying for me, praying for my family. Um, thank you guys, man. Thank you. Um, um, God is just amazing, to continue to um, give me great wisdom, great joy, in spite of it all. Amen. Um, I want y'all to, just tune in, and I just want to just hold on one second. I just want to just talk to you guys for a little bit. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I am good. Amen. God is amazing. And like I said this last night. I didn't save the video, but I want y'all to understand that God is still God, right? I want you to understand that God is still God, and the enemy wants you to give up on God, right? And I'm not going to do that. So y'all share this because I'm going on here, and I'm going to say what I have to say. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of speculations, but I'm not going to talk too much about it. I just want to. Um, I just want to say what I have to say, and then get on out your way. Um, hold on one second. All right. So everybody's asking me, right? Everybody's asking me, Bishop, what happened? What's going on? What in the world is going on? And you guys know that I was on trial. I was on federal trial, and I was found guilty yesterday. And of course, my team, me and my attorneys, we're going to appeal the matter. Okay. One of the things is that, the media is going to put out there what they want to place out there. Okay. They're going to put out there, they're going to try to make this thing look the way they want to make it look. But I just want to tell you guys, I couldn't really talk about this while we was on trial, but I want to tell you guys why Bishop Whitehead was on trial. Okay. I want you guys to pay close attention. I want you to play close attention to what I'm saying to you, and I need you to understand, right? That you guys have the ability. You have the ability to research. There's something called PACER. Okay, there's something called PACER. Okay, y'all write that down. It's called PACER. You can sign up for PACER, and when you sign up for PACER, you can type in my name, and you will be able to see every motion that was filed. Okay, everything that was filed from the defendant, me, and the prosecution. Okay, stop listening to all of these social media platforms and the media. Right, stop listening to them. You guys do your own research, right? Because you guys are sitting here. I'm getting so many different inboxes and stuff that my team is telling me about. People are laughing, and people are saying you're going to jail, and people are saying this and that. You know, I stand on my innocence, right? I'm innocent. of all charges. However, if you guys read, you'll be able to see that I'm innocent. Now, why? And I want to be clear with this, y'all. I want to be really clear. Why was Bishop Whitehead on trial? Okay? Why was Bishop Whitehead on trial? This was not about Bishop Whitehead, y'all. This was politically driven. This was about Mayor Eric Adams. Okay? And let me explain this to you. Everybody knows that me and the mayor were close. He was a mentor of mine. And I was targeted. On June the 8th, the FBI came to my house and I was going out for my morning walk. And he jumped out on me and said to me that I wasn't arrested. I wasn't under arrest, but they had a search warrant to take my phone. Within the search warrant had everything to do with the mayor. See, these are the things that you guys don't know. Everything to do with the mayor. And what they said to me was, we don't want you. We want the mayor of New York. That's what happened. I have the videos with the surveillance on my home. And I need y'all to understand that this was politically driven. And just because I was not going to be a federal informant against the mayor of New York, the FBI said they was going to make my life a living hell. And that's what you guys are seeing. That's it. Period. Point blank. So we're going to be appealing this, and we're going to do what we have to do. But I need y'all to understand that you can't in one breath stay no justice, no peace. And then you don't even get the whole story and everybody's sending me to prison. Everybody's saying I robbed this person and robbed that person and robbed this person, right? Research, y'all. Research. All you have to do is research. Go on Pacer, put my name in there, and look at the court documents. That's all you have to do. So I ask you guys to really be sensitive that I have children that look at your posts. And I've never done anything to you guys, right? And I'm still a man of God, and I still preach the word of God, no matter what you guys think. But what if, let's say, what if I'm not guilty, right? What if? I need y'all to understand that this trial was just another round in the fight. That's all it was, another round in the fight. But the fight is not over, y'all. And I'm not going to let anybody discourage me. And I'm not, and I really, I really don't care what people are saying. But I want y'all to understand that this didn't have nothing to do with me. It was an attack on the mayor of New York City. And I declined not to be an informant against the mayor of the city. And he's not even doing nothing, right? They want information. They wanted information. They wanted me to be against him and close to him. And anyway, y'all know what it is. I ain't never been an informant in my life, and I ain't starting now. So I want y'all to truly understand, right? I want you to truly understand that God is still God. God is still God. God is still God, y'all, right? And there's a lot of mean people out here. There is a there's a lot of mean people out here, but I'm not one of them. So I'm just asking you guys, keep me in your prayers. God is the greatest. And I want you to understand that I am innocent. 10 toes down, y'all. 10 toes down. The bishop is 10 toes down. And I know it looked crazy right now. I know I was found guilty, but there's more to the story. There's more to the story. And I just want y'all to understand. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's more to the story. So We need to be praying for our leaders. Pray for me, y'all. Even if you feel that I've done something wrong, pray for me. But I will not be an informant against the mayor of New York. And that's just what it was. All right? And they told me that they was going to make my life a living hell. So this is all documented. This all came out. And you can do your own research. But I'm standing 10 toes down. And y'all be encouraged as I'm going to be encouraged. Right? And I want y'all to get an understanding that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Period, point blank. Just look at the charges. Do your research and ask yourself, does this make sense? That's all I ask you. That's all I ask you. I don't got a lot of y'all. I don't know most of you. You guys follow me. But does this make sense? Love y'all so much. Stay focused and stay firm. Trust and believe that it ain't over. The appeal is coming, and we're going to do what we got to do. 10 toes down. God bless y'all. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Okay, so y'all heard him there. It was like he was describing a scene from a movie. So you heard it there. Bishop Lamar Whitehead is saying that the FBI has targeted him with fraud charges because they wanted him to snitch on New York City Mayor Eric Adams. He described that he was going for a morning walk, in his suburban neighborhood in New Jersey. And as he is out walking, the FBI pulls up, I'm guessing in a dark SUV, and then they jump out probably in suits and badges. And, they show him a search warrant and they want him to be an FBI informant. And he refuses. And they tell him, we're going to make your life a living hell. Now, the only time I've seen, the last movie that I'll say that I've seen with the scenes like that starred Matthew McConaughey and White Boy Rick. Okay. White Boy Rick is a real person in Detroit who became an FBI informant. And, allegedly he was a local drug dealer. And in the movie, at least, he attended parties with like some members of like Berry Gordy's family, and his dad, played by Matthew McConaughey. And there were some fictional parts in the film, but Matthew McConaughey's role, he had a job at Chrysler. You know how the big three, the auto companies, have like a huge presence in Michigan and the Midwest. So he worked at Chrysler, but then he also sold, he was an arms dealer to like the drug dealer. So, but anyway, he's Lamar Whitehead is saying like, oh, he wouldn't snitch on New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Now, shout out to Pam, the law intellect. I was watching her live last night and she read through the court documents. She was saying about, there was like transcripts of him like leaving voicemails for Eric Adams, sending text messages, and Eric Adams was ghosting him, no response. He was even saying things like, I used to have total access to you, now I don't, It was almost giving like a different type of relationship, just allegedly, in my opinion. But, eventually Mayor Adams did not want anything to do with him. And he even said in that video that I just played that they used to be close. And, now there's this distance that I think Mayor Adams had to work hard at establishing and maintaining. But then Bishop Lamar Whitehead is making himself look like the patriarch, like, I was asked to snitch on you and I didn't, and look what's happening to me. So I thought that was so interesting. I am not convinced. I don't feel like, even if he was approached to be an informant, that has to be separate and independent from the fraud charges, the fraud accusations, in my opinion. But what do you all think? All right. And if you actually are green as a tree outside when it comes to Bishop Lamar Whitehead, I definitely recommend that you catch up on him. Some great sources, again, Pam the Law Intellect from the legal standpoint. There's also Chef Don Don and Larry Reed. And you can also find, because if you don't know about him, there was a church service where there was a woman that was there as a visitor. And she was standing up. Initially, she was sitting in the back. and she was calling him out, you know, about his behavior, in her opinion. Then she walks to the front speaking in tongues. He became enraged, grabbed her by her neck, and like grabbed her out of the sanctuary, you know, like this. So her name, she has like, it's Tarsha, Tarsha Howard. I believe she may still have a YouTube channel. I don't know if the video from that incident is on her YouTube channel, but you would want to Google maybe Bishop Lamore Whitehead, Tarsha Howard, to see that video. It is quite disturbing. Okay, but that was just like a crash course on him if you are not familiar. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the beautiful Charnita Horton. All right, let's see here. Yep, that's up. So we have Miss Charnita Horton. She is beautiful, body yaddy yaddy. She is the star of the new reality TV show Charnita's World on Nubian TV, owned by the lovely Melody Sheree. And yesterday I was checking out her IG stories. I just love this orange dress. I love earth tones, and it is hugging her in all the right places, honey. She is gorgeous. Well, she posted this also on her IG stories. And it says, I'm going live clearing the air, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Time, which is 9 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Now, I believe on the IG stories, it may have said something different. Let's go. Let's see here. That's a beautiful orange dress. I'm going live. See, here she has 8 p.m. Central Time on IG, Central. So that's 9 p.m. my time tonight. All right, she's going to clear the air. She says, I have to clear the air. Please tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. Dr. Heavenly, I don't do mess. And trending at some point, she commented her supportive comment with the globe emoji and a heart emoji. So she has words for Dr. Heavenly. I'm guessing that it has something to do with the Film Fest that was held just a few days ago in Birmingham, Alabama. When you check out its Instagram page, it's always on all of the flyers. Dr. Heavenly presents Film Fest, and it was over a few days. I can look it up for you. Birmingham, Alabama, Instagram. So that I can just click straight to it and I don't have to search for it. Yep, this is it. And I will show this to you all. And Charnita's World, Charnita did a video on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel promoting FemFest. There's like a few videos of it, and Charnita is on one of them talking about her tax business. And she gives advice to entrepreneurs, you know, saying invest in a personal assistant, really keep track of all of your receipts for your write-offs on your taxes each year. And so I'm going to share this screen with you all. Let me make sure you all can see it. Okay, fabulous. When you click here, this is the FemFest morning panels from last Friday, March the 8th. 9:10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Do you see beautiful Charnita here wearing the green suit with the blonde hair? This is where she is. So she was a part of the morning panels. So I don't know if something happened in the interim, or Dr. Heavenly perhaps at the panel discussion said something disrespectful or out of pocket. We'll have to see tonight when Charnita goes live on Instagram and explains. So I will definitely make a follow-up video to that. You all let me know in the comments, what are your predictions? Do you think that something went left at the FemFest, or as Dr. Heavenly said, something else out of the way since then? Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. That is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. I hope you all had a terrific Tuesday. Tomorrow will be a wonderful Wednesday. And if you had a rough day or if traffic sucked, do something that will calm you down, whether or not you go in your liquor cabinet, grab some wine or some Tito's with some juice, whatever your thing is. Or if you're gonna go work out after I complete this video and it uploads, I'm gonna go to the gym. You may want to journal. You may want to take a nap or cook a good meal or order some of your favorite food. Whatever it is that's going to cause you to chill, go ahead and do it. And I will talk with y'all soon. Bye.